What's up, party people, and welcome back. This is the series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one all the way to Master Rank. This is a fun and effective way for me to cope with mental insanity. I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Every 20 minutes of gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break to help improve learning efficiency as well as avoid. Stick around until the end. I spy one of those for you as well. Now on to the video. Round one fair. Welcome back, party people. Welcome back. So today we are officially getting to play Sagat and the Diamond 1 Elo. We did not place too well with our dude, but I'm fine with that because that just means I get to play a lot more Sagat. Which, you know, was kind of the whole point of this series in the very first place was what's our number one rule? To have fun. What's our number two rule? Basic, easy execution that anyone could do. So the longer I spend with Sagat, the more stuff I'm going to learn. So I wanted to make sure I played him genuine for you guys. You know, the very first matches I play with him, the very next, like, these are all just the first, those placements were the first matches I play with Sagat. Now you're watching me jump on this dude who does an anti-air 11 times because I don't know how to do combos except for very easy basic ones that were in the How To Day One Sagat guide. If you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you check out part 1 because I have a typed up written guide for you in part 1 that has everything that I do with Sagat, including our rule number 2, which is simple, easy, bread and butter combos. I have the combos that I use to get to Master Rank typed up, written in that guide for you, and with examples in the first video. The third rule is game plan, simple game plan. I come up with 3 simple game plans as well, also in that video, also in that typed up written guide. And then our last rule is the 20 and 5 rule, where we play for 20 minutes, then we take a 5-minute break. This helps improve learning efficiency to an extent that you wouldn't imagine. It's actually science. It's myelin sheaths. It's heavy in learning. It's all the good stuff that people have been studying for years and years on how to develop skills. And I have another video in the description of this video, as well as every other one, that will take you to my 20 and 5 challenge and explain that in even greater detail. So besides all that nonsense, we're going to just watch me play Sagat and try to do some match analysis, see what I learn, see what I'm doing, you know, what I'm doing wrong most of the time, but what I'm doing nonetheless. So immediately you could see when you can drive impact like that. See, mine was random as fuck, but in a good way, you know what I'm saying, because it worked. We all know that. And you know what? An eye for an eye leaves every Sagat on planet Earth blind. Look at that damage, dude. I'm not doing that yet. I don't think the launcher. I don't know. I did add it to the guide. But I still wasn't doing it, you know, whenever it's your first time playing. I mean, I played 10 matches with him already in the placements, you know, but it's still not like I have any idea what I'm doing, you know. Maybe the normal chimpanzee will have, the normal ape, sorry. I'm not going to tell you what kind of ape I might be, because there's a lot of different apes out there, and you just can't, I'm just going to have to keep you guys guessing on what kind of ape I am. So, a tiger Nean ape. Nice parry. Anti-air parry. So that gives you a lot of information. I don't recommend people. The one thing I've done, see what I mean? Immediately gets punishment. It's just not something. Yeah, see, this guy's parrying way too much. He might still win, but it doesn't mean that it's good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's going to win these matches, to be completely honest. It's lot of Sagat. This is literally right when Sagat came out. I wasn't gonna make this How To Day One, but I figured, you know what, this would be better than what you call it, watching me make a Sagat video whenever every player is, you know, done with Sagat. And everyone's just back to, not to, you know, people stuck in Diamond is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say, like, being stuck in Diamond's a bad thing. You should be proud of your achievements and proud at your Diamond rank. But, in my case, I'm not a Diamond rank. So, like, a lot of these videos, like, not a lot of them, but some videos, you know, like the Lily one, for example, I played like 10 matches and I was master rank, you know what I mean? But with the Sagat army out, we're getting players of all caliber of skill learning Sagat in ranked match. You know what I mean? Trying to get him to master it. 'Cause you never know what you're gonna get. Might get a Sagat that never anti-airs, and then you might get Uriel Valero. You know what I mean? Like it's we don't know. But honestly, I was complaining about a lot about it with the Harry, and I think it's just comes to me having more experience learning characters and playing other characters that aren't my main character for fun. Because I wasn't nearly as salty fighting the Sagat army. Maybe it's just because I like Sagat so much, and it just felt so good. Even doing little things like that, you know what I mean? That's a Street Fighter 4 combo that I used to do, all the time, and it brings me back, you know what I mean? It puts a smile on my face. I really like the way they treated Sagat in this game. Feels like he isn't playing Street Fighter 6, but in a good way. How good he is, that's gonna remain time to tell. But I can guarantee you he's not a bad character, and that damage just puts a smile on my face. I love whenever you just hit someone like one time and you do a third of their life bar, like one uppercut, and you just see a third of their life bar disappear. It just puts a smile on my face, you know what I mean? I really love big, like, single hit, 2-hit moves, that just do damage. 4-hit combo, if you do a 4-hit combo right, it's just, there's nothing prettier, you know what I mean, than just the simplicity and the brutality of it. That's me trying to see if I could trade off that. I would get so much value. I'm just still trying to play Street Fighter 4 every time I do that, literally, because Sagat would have trade combos like that. And I was thinking he wasn't going to have them in this game, but honestly, he has really cool ones that remind me a lot of Street Fighter 4, and it makes me very happy. It reminds me of Sagat, it reminds me of the Sagat I know and love, and have loved since I was a child, you know what I mean? But yeah, see, I'm practicing it here because I'm like, oh man, you get a trade combo off this, you know what I mean? And you got a drive rush after it. That's the trick. You could actually, if you get it right, you can do the drive rush and another launcher, dude, into the heavy uppercut charged, and it's sick. That stuff I do like, you know what I mean? Makoto used to have, I don't know, I just love huge damage off of anti-airs. Like, that's just something that's always, yeah, so you do that and you can get the charged uppercut, which is a spicy meatball, not uppercut, sorry. Oh, here's a matchup for us. Nobody's seen this one. If you guys are unfamiliar and newer to Street Fighter, I don't know. That's probably the only way you don't know anything about the Zangief Sagat matchups. It's notorious just over the years. This game, I think it's the best for Zangief it's ever been, but in every other Street Fighter game since the dawn of time, it's been hard for Zangief because how good Sagat's fireballs are, you know what I mean? And not just his fireballs, but in other games, like, honestly, his standing roundhouse was worse for Zangief. I didn't mean to use the level 1 on that anti. Maybe I did. Maybe I just wanted to get as much damage out of it as I could because it puts a smile on my face. But I don't think so. I probably tried to uppercut. I get more input errors with Sagat than I have with any other character in the history of time. I don't know. Originally I thought it was just because I was ass, but I see a lot of other players, Broski, for example, saying like how he's been getting nonstop. Pretty much every pad player. I was watching Punk play, and he was like, "Man," I believe Punk said something like it has something to do with him having so many normals. I think with like forward inputs, because he does, right? But I don't know. It's weird. It just takes getting used to, though. It just takes time piloting the character. And then, yeah, see, I'm trying to use the stand roundhouse right there, like it's old Zag. Yeah, see, I could have killed him there with an uppercut, which would have been very, man. I just wanted to play some Street Fighter 4, I guess, by the looks of it right there. It looks like yeah, see, maybe he isn't new to the Sagat Zangief matchup. But literally, I'm just playing Street Fighter 4 Sagat right now. It's pretty hilarious. Not a very good one, mind you, either, because honestly, I think you could play a pretty solid Street Fighter 4 Sagat in this game. But yeah, there's no way Sagat could be a bad character. I just don't know how good he is. That's the thing. And the last character I said that about was Elena, honestly, just to cover my ass. But I think she's just taking a little time to figure out, if anything. Just complicated character. But I do remember whenever I was playing mine, I was like, man, she just has stuff that looks really good. But the EX fans, just honestly, the true equalizer. We all knew that was going to be good, but we didn't know it was going to be meta defining, you know what I mean? And I don't think Sagat's gonna be metafine. Metafine? Metafine. Huh. Metafy. Metafine. Entries. Interesting. Meta defining. Sagat's not gonna be meta defining. Sorry guys, I'm staring at my cup of coffee. I just got up, so. That's kind of why I'm talking like a crazy person. Kind of like how Sagat was just acting there. Okay, let's, alright. Yeah, immediately punished for it. And he goes for it again. Okay, this guy's lives by a code by the looks of things. I don't know the frame data on Sagat's overhead on block, but I'm pretty sure it's minus. Maybe not, though, because it's so damn slow. Anti-air drive impact gets me in so much trouble for no reason. Whenever I jump at people, I get punish counted for my jumps by DIs. I know it's just because I do them low to the ground, and it's not something to rely on, and it's something stupid to go for. But I never get them anyways, so I should just never do them. So, yeah, I noticed this is a big problem for me. So a lot of it comes to literally just not remembering anything at all. Like so many times I'll be playing them and I can't remember how to do a super input or something, you know what I mean? That one's easy, you know. But like so many times I'll be like, oh my god, what was his? And even though I know that's punches, I'll just like blank in a match and I'll just be like, oh god, was it, punches forward or punches back for his level 2? And it's like, oh no, it's kicks back. And then you think the same thing that was like, wait, was kicks back level 3 or level 2? What's his level 1 again? You know what I mean? Whenever you're playing them for... You're just getting, behind the wheel of the character and piloting it and such. Some guys are really good at it, but a lot of guys spend time in lab with them. Literally, the only lab time you guys saw my Sagat was whenever I made the How to Day 1 and I did the combo trials, and I went straight from the combo trials to training mode and practiced like 6 combos just to see like punishes and stuff, what he would do. And then I went and played arcade mode with him so I can get that devoted master title. And then I hopped into rank match with the guy because I wanted to just learn him. What would be the word? Not naturally, but organically, that would be the word. Because I don't know. It's just kind of rewarding, and it's more, instead of me being a robot doing the same thing every other Sagat's doing, which is, what you want to be doing, honestly, in this game. It'll just, it's just, effective. There's effective ways to use characters in this game, you know what I mean? But at least whenever I'm starting out with the character, especially one that I enjoy so much, I kind of just want to figure out stuff myself at the start. I kind of just want to play the video game myself without, like, looking up a bunch of guides and... You know what I mean? I just like doing it myself. At least at the start, you know what I mean? Just to see how I mesh with the character. I didn't lab anything with Jury for a very long time. That's my main. I just kind of played her as I saw, but I played a lot of her, you know what I mean? Which does help you get better, you know what I mean? But it also helps to practice good habits. And I have a lot of bad habits like that, but it might have been just a solid read. Fighting my opponent, you know what I mean? Because this guy's, he's got some tendencies, but I think, yeah, by now I've probably got a read on him. But it's not even a read anymore. It might just be he's getting downloaded because it looks like he does the same thing over and over again. Let's see how this round goes. Nice uppercut. Jumping at the start's not a good call usually ever, but I just do it because I'm ignorant. Ignorant offense is what we're going for here. Make your opponent think that you hate the game you hate them as well. That's a very old school way to play fighting games. But it's all a ruse, you know what I mean? Usually it's all a ruse just to get your opponent to jump because I want to anti him. My antis are really bad with Sagat. And that was just... Oh yeah, let's see what I do. Oh, I knocked him straight down. I'm probably going to throw him. Oh, I would have got hit in the mouth, dude. I'm lucky I can't combo. Otherwise I would have just killed myself. Good Lord above. I would have got elbowed right in the chin, dude. Drop. Nice EX fireball. That's just for spacing. And then I was like, oh, I'll throw a fireball to make him jump, probably. And then he jumped immediately. And it's like, oh, well then. This is awkward. That's just Sagat things, you know? Why can't I just stand there and anti-air? Come on. I just want to jump at him so bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going full ape now. Oh, yeah, we're going ape. I must be mad that he parry anti-airs. I don't want to get free damage on him because that's one of his go-tos. Nice check on that. That was weird. I'm +4 there, so I have no idea how he got that jab off, to be completely honest. But online tings. Is he dead? No, I could have probably just uppercutted on that side of the. Okay, well, I probably tried to just uppercut there and honestly got the super. Because even whenever I hold down forward with Sagat, whenever I do the uppercut, his super still comes out. I gotta find a better way of doing uppercuts with him just because, I don't know. I think it has something to do with his inputs, his forward inputs and stuff. I don't know. That could be baloney and he could be totally fine, but he feels like I get so many input errors with this character. Which, I mean, is, you know, you just practice and you don't get input errors anymore. You might have to do things a strange way, but guess what? Back in the day, you might have got the player 2 side on the arcade cabinet, and that stick might not even have, like, block, you know what I'm saying? So, you just gotta adapt and do your best, you know? You paid the quarter, you took the road. You might as well try. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Sagat mirror matches. That's just, you know. I do think, like, that they should just release all 4 characters for a season at once, like they used to do. Like with Arcade Edition when they released, you know, Oni, Evil Ryu, and Yin and Yang all at once. You know what I mean? Because that gives you a lot more variety when you're playing the game. But it doesn't last very long unless it's Mai, but Mai is different. Like, we're just always going to fight Mai's because you pick Mai if you want to win the game. You know what I mean? So right now, that's that character, you know what I mean? A Bison, I feel like, is also one of those characters. Bison's pretty cool and all, but you pick Bison to win. That's why you pick him. You don't give a shit about. You probably think another character's cooler. Some people's favorite character, I guess, is Bison. Of all time. Probably a handful, but... Okay, this is exciting gameplay. It's good damage for 2 hits, though. No anti-air. Tiger. We all love to see it, you know. Well, and that's why you throw tiger shots, to get them to jump, you know what I mean? I just haven't been anti-airing, and I don't really know why. Mainly because I just don't like thinking about anti-airing the whole match, because when you do that, you're just going to open yourself to... I don't know what words just came out of my mouth, but you're just going to open up yourself to all kinds of mix-ups, man. EX fireballs, no uppercut. Didn't look like I was going for one either, which I totally should have. I love that combo. I'm glad he has that in this game. That's kind of been a staple for a while now, you know? EX fireball, EX tiger into tiger cannon. Yep. I have thrown a fireball in my day. It feels weird because it's been a while since I've played like a fire, like Sagat. I'll just say it, you know what I mean? Sagat's my guy. It's been a while since I played him. He's one of my guys, you know, but Sagat was my secondary for a very long time. And my main in Street Fighter V for the 28 days that I played it. If that. I didn't play much Street Fighter V. But, yeah, that's his tiger shot. His low tiger shot, though, absolutely horrible. Nice punish, dude. I just wanted that to kill him, probably. Pretty bad. Oh, yeah, I'm just Street Fighter 4. Yep, that's what that looks like to me. The trick is, whenever you press the button, like that stand medium kick right there, in your brain, you just have to think anti-air and start buffering. And if you can do that consistently every single time, then you don't even really have to think about anti-air anymore, just because it becomes second habit. But then there's situations where your reactions will get you in trouble, like a early Cammy dive kick or a Kimberly elbow drop, and you'll whiff an uppercut. Sagat's uppercut has amazing horizontal range, though. I don't know how good it is at catching things like the early dive kicks. I don't know. If it could catch it full screen, that would be hilarious. I just played Street Fighter 4 that round. That's how I should have played Sagat every single match. The problem is patience, you know? But, yeah, strap in, because we're going to be watching a lot of Sagat. I didn't know it was going to take me this long to get him to master, but the Sagat army proved a lot stronger than I originally anticipated. So, therefore, we've got a lot of Sagat to day one to master. But I think it's really cool, and I'm looking forward to watching it, because I want to see the way my Sagat grows, and by the end of it, I can immediately probably see stuff that I could work on right away, because I wasn't playing great, you know, but I haven't labbed anything yet, and I'm looking forward to starting to lab stuff with this character now that I hit master rank with him. Just a little thing here, a little thing there, probably. But if you guys aren't familiar with the format for these videos, we played for 20 minutes. Now we need a 5-minute break, so you should get up, stretch, drink some water. Do that right now. It's good for you. Be mindful of your mental health and try to take care of yourself, because a lot of us, in my case especially, if I don't take care of myself, it's all going to be over, buddy. The old depressed gamer is going to be living under the bridge, and we're going to be like, where did it go wrong? You know what I'm saying? So on that note, I like to explore character culture at the end of these videos, learn a little bit about them, educate myself on their backgrounds. That's what's really cool about Street Fighter is, you know, the whole thing's the world warriors, people from all over the world beating up to fight in them streets, you know what I mean? It's a really cool concept, and you learn a lot if you actually, you know, start educating yourself on the backgrounds of where the characters are from, especially from places like Kenya and Jamaica that I was, you know, not necessarily ignorant, but not educated on their backgrounds, and just trying to educate ourselves about the different people of the world, you know, and where they come from and what it's like. So today we're going to talk about Thai cuisine, because Sagat is from Thailand. Thai cuisine is a vibrant and flavorful celebration of balance, blending sweet, sour, salty, spicy, and bitter elements in nearly every dish. Rooted in centuries of tradition, Thai food draws influences from neighboring cultures such as Chinese, Indian, and Malay, while maintaining a distinct identity of its own. At the heart of Thai cooking are fresh herbs and aromatics, lemongrass, galangal, kaffir lime leaves, is that what that says? Thai basil, and chilies, combined with essential ingredients like fish sauce, tamarind, palm sugar, and coconut milk. Rice, especially jasmine rice, is the foundation of many meals and often served alongside a variety of dishes. Popular entrees include pad thai, stir-fried rice noodles with peanuts, lime, and protein, tom yum, hot and sour soup with shrimp, and green curry, king kiao wan. Sorry if I butchered that, which I most likely did. Rich coconut-based curry with green chilies and Thai eggplant. Street food culture is deeply embedded in Thai life, with vendors offering grilled meats on skewers, mu ping, papaya salad, som tam, and sweet treats like mango sticky rice. Regional variation plays a big role. The North favors milder, herb based dishes. The South leans heavily on coconut and seafood, while the Northeast, Isan, is known for bold, fiery flavors. Thai cuisine is not only a culinary experience, but also a social one. Meals are often shared with multiple dishes laid out for everyone to enjoy communally. And that being said, party people, I am the depressed gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you individually. You are a special little baseball in the factory, one of a kind baseball. You are the perfect game baseball. That's what you are. Got to keep on struggling, people. You know it's hard out there for all of us. We just got to keep on going. And I will see you in the next one.